Walk around the compound. All right. Setting the tone. That's what it's gonna be like. That's what it's gonna be like for this one. I've already walked around a little bit and said like, hello, hello, hello. And then this is what I get. Oh, the cats were up and they were up and at 'em. Certainly. Earlier. Not so much now. Well, Derek, if you were up and you were seeing them and you were seeing the cats, why weren't you filming? Good question, dear viewer. Good question. We were cleaning. We were cleaning. Cleaning enclosures. So, yeah. There was stuff to do. Had to do the stuff. And here, there's like a large group of people. And okay, because people will say like, what's the big deal? We've seen you do this before. But if there's like a large group of people and they're here and they're doing like the work, and then you're just kind of walking around just being like, I'm having fun kitty time. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Let's make jokes. And then there's someone, and they're just toiling. They're just bailing out a pool, sweating. And then I'm just like, Pete's and fart jokes, right? Anyway, sometimes the schedule makes it to where it's like, yeah, I can't get in there and work. I don't have enough time to do the work and to film. Sometimes you just gotta film, but if it's within the schedule, then yeah, you work. You do the thing. And you film a little bit later when it gets a little bit warmer and the cats are a little bit more sleepy. And it's really not that bad out right now. It's really not that bad. It's just getting into that sleepy time of the day. Sleepy time of the day, kind of midday. Cats were up and at 'em, running around, having a good time. It was easy to get cats locked up so we could clean their enclosures. Their enclosures. Ezzy. Ez. He likes to just kind of sit out in this lockdown. He likes to sit in this area. Oh, I see you. You have a head up. You got your head up. Z. Z? What are you looking at? Hey, Z. Z. Poor Mika's like, what? What is this? Hi, girls. Hi, babies. Alright, go back to sleep. Heidi is on the tractor with Billy. They're going around and picking up meat. Meat that we have removed from the enclosures. See, when we're cleaning, what we will do is we will remove the meat from the enclosures, and we'll usually put it on the ground next to the gates. And then once all of the cleaning is done, we go back around and we pick up all the meat. Or like there's periodic times like during the feeding where we'll pick up and yeah. Ezzy. Ezza. My goodness. Hello all you big cat lovers out there. It's me, Derek, again. Welcome to another super duper fantastic, just boring so far, walk around the compound webcast. I am so sorry. I apologize. Get on my level, cats. Get on my level. They're not even, it's like either they're sleeping or they're just not paying attention. What is this? Is this some sort of union strike? Huh? More chicken. We won't be cute unless we have more chicken. I'm like, you guys gotta work on like your slogans. You gotta have stuff that's a little bit kind of more like pop, 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 kind of when you're protesting. You have a bunch of tigers and they're out there picketing. What do we want? We want chicken, and we also would like to have more like platforms and stuff. And they're just like, no, just it's too many syllables. Look, we're tigers, all right? We don't... Huh. Where'd she go? She was in there. I saw her before. It's like a no-cat cast. Cats are just not showing up. There she is. All right. Oh my gosh, barely. You can barely see her. Jeez. It really is not even that bad out. It's actually rather pleasant. Truth be told. And don't get me wrong, it was feed day yesterday, last night. So sure, a lot of the cats are sleepy. I drove home. Heidi and the girls, they were already feeding. Got in and changed my shirt. Went outside, hopped on the tractor, and Heidi and I were able to kind of finish it up. That was the routine. There's a kitty cat. All right. First one that's like really close. Hi. I mean, besides like Cassie and Milo. But we're out in the light. So Shanti, what do you got to say? 7 minutes. We're 7.5 minutes in, and like you're like the first real cat. Kind of. You're not even really doing anything. Hi. Ooh. Ah. And there's Naya. Hey, sugar pie. Hey, Beebee. How are you? Hi. You see me? I take my glasses off. She's like, what is going on? What is going on? What about this? I take the hat off? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, right? Whoa! Oh my gosh. I want to eat it. Up over here. Get over here. You want to eat this hat? See, I found a tiger claw that was in, I think, Melita's enclosure. And then I found a feather that was a different place. And then I found 2 whiskers and I put it in my hat. When I find stuff, I'm just putting stuff in my hat. I'm just like, ooh. I'm like a 7-year-old. I found this really cool rock. Guess where it goes? In the hat? Yep, in the hat. Ah, yes, the cicadas. The cicadas are out in the trees, screaming. Screaming in the trees. Tree screamers. That's what the natives used to call them. It is true. I'm not making it up. What, you think that I just like make things up? Oh, wow. Well, that's just like your opinion, man. Hi, bud. Hi, Mr. Man. Can you sniff, sniff, sniff? We got like 2 layers of fences kind of going on right now. You're very cute. You're very handsome. Very handsome. Oh, they were able to. Oh, no. They weren't able to get you locked up before. You were being a little bit difficult before. I remember that. You were saying, I have proteins and I would rather not give my proteins up if it's all the same to you. If it's all the same to you. Well, maybe it's not all the same to me, but maybe some of it's the same to me. What about that? If some of it were the same to me, does that still count? Let me know your thoughts. Send me an email. That's how we communicate to the cats. They all have tablets. They send emails. It's usually just a lot of emojis. It's usually just a lot of emojis. So, you know what? Hey, you viewers, why don't you go down into that comment section and type in what you think the cats would, what type of messages would the cats write, and put the name of the cat, you know, and then like this is the type of message that like Bobby would write, but then it has to be in emojis. If you want to translate it, you can, or if you want people to try and actually no, like yeah, if you want to translate it, sure, but what would be more fun, they're not around. They're not around. People ask like, why don't you, is everything okay with the bobcats? Why don't you ever go to the bobcats? Are they still alive or are they dead? They're not. It's just they're always hidden. And guess what? It just wastes time. You want to know the real reason why I oftentimes just avoid the bobcats? That's it. That's the real reason. Because it is a fruitless endeavor. It bears no fruit. The tree is barren. Anyway. What? Oh, there's a little hair. There was some fuzz on the old camera. Yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun. So maybe like an Ezra. If Ezra had a tablet and Ezra would send messages, like text messages or emails or whatever, but again, they're tigers, so they don't really know words, but let's say that they can recognize pictures. So they could possibly, like, theoretically communicate in emojis. What sort of message would they send? And a follow-on fun little bit, don't explain it, just let it sit on its own. And then other people try to decipher the messages. Yeah, that'll be the thing. That'll be at least something redeemable about this one. That can be at least moderately enjoyable, okay? We're going to try to salvage this one, but it's going to be in the post-production. It's not going to be actually the stuff that you see here. And if people want to get elaborate with it, knock yourself out. Like I said. Do you do the cat's name? Like, this is the type of message that Luca would send. And then, of course, there's going to be, like, a lot of just bunny rabbit emojis and, like, skull and crossbones emojis. And stuff like that. And then another person could reply to that comment. Down here in the YouTube video, someone could reply to that comment, and then they could say, well, I interpret this as basically Luca's intense desire to see death and dismemberment befall upon rabbits. And the original commenter can say just like, that's it, or no, that is not it, but I do appreciate your interpretation. Or that's not how I intended it, but I think that your interpretation is actually pretty neat. And it can just be like really fun back and forth, you know what I'm saying? You know? It'll be like good, clean fun. It'll be like good, clean fun. Until someone starts putting out the eggplants. Eggplants and water. And the water drops. And then it's like this has not become family friendly anymore. Papa, kind of appalling. You find a duck emoji plus eggplant plus the drops. Plus heart eyes. Yes! This is gonna be fun. All right, I can't wait to see what some of you come up with. And I'm not gonna, okay, I made some two kind of obvious ones. People are like, damn it, Derek, you're stealing all of our ideas. Yeah. I wanted to provide some examples so that people would be like, oh, okay, this is how you play the game. This is how you play the game. So, go down into those comment sections, and I want to see a sea of emojis. I want to see a sea of them. But I want those emojis to actually mean something. I want them to tell a story that is unique and specific to the personalities of individual cats. What types of messages, what types of intent, what types of things what type of desires would they try to express via the magic of emojis? And you know the cats, you know their personalities. This is great. This is perfect. This is perfect. I'm just going to leave it on there for right now. I know some of you will kind of appreciate that. I know that some of you are probably going to try to use your mouse cursor to scratch on his chin. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You just tickled his chin. You tickled his chin with your mouse cursor. No, I didn't say tickle. I said scratch. I said scratch. He said, come on, what are you doing? Tickling can sometimes be it's too much. It's too kind of, it sends the nerves kind of pingy. A pingin'. Scritcha, scritcha, scritcha. Not heedly. Okay, there's a difference. This, not this. I'll have to film, oh gosh, I'll probably end up filming the Fancy Cast and the Thursday webcast this evening. Hi, Mita Pita. Kind of upset her a little bit earlier. I was trying to do a little bit of work on this gate, that one, while she was locked in here, and I was inside the enclosure. And I just made a couple of noises with the with the metal that she didn't like, and immediately I'm like, she started being like, ah! And immediately I'm like, okay, we're done. It's just whoa. Okay, all right, yeah. Thank you for deflecting your anger at the ball and not my face. Much rather you bite a ball than the face. Ooh, oh, the thought of it. Oh my gosh, cringe. And all the guys just collectively just went, ooh. All right. Gotta go do some shopping. Gotta go do a little bit of last minute, not last minute, but some final shopping for postcard. A fundraising postcard. Gonna get some of that stuff done. Gonna do some photos. Gonna put stuff together, and it's gonna be awesome. I think there was already like 40 or 50 people that ordered the postcard, which is really great. Thank you to everyone who had donated. Oh my gosh, we hit the goal, the 30,000. That's big news. I'm sitting there thinking like, there's not really anything else that I can think of that we really kind of need to talk about. No, that's a big one. We reached the goal. We did it. And it's still ongoing. The campaign is still going. So don't think that just because we reached it doesn't mean that we still couldn't use like the extra money, extra funds. I mean, we certainly could. This whole thing was trying to increase just our disposable operations budget, not disposable, but our day-to-day operations budget. So the more that we have, the more kind of comfy and secure that we can just operate. And yeah, so if there's any other folks, if you haven't donated yet, or if you, let's say that you just came across like some fantastic, like an amazingly just sizable inheritance from your dear great Aunt Mildred, then consider making a donation. Links in the video description down below. You can go to carerescuetexas.com. You know what's kind of silly? It's kind of silly. All right, I put the link for the facility in the video. Like, it's down there. Like, in the corner. Do you see it? Do you see it? It's there. And I still look at people like, hey Derek, I'm like new to your videos. Like, how do I find out more about your facility? I don't know what to do. I don't know how much else I can how else I can explain. Oh. Hi. Ra. Come here. Come here, bud. Mr. Ra. Oh my gosh. Hi, bud. Hey, we were being so nice last night. We were having such a good time. Hey, come here. Come here, Ra. Come here. That's okay. That's okay. Doing more work with me and him and Heidi has been just helping to coach on some things and whatnot. And one of the big things is like trying to make sure that I'm giving Ra like exclusively tons of attention. Oh, and there was another person. What was it? I can't remember if it was an Instagram comment or if it was a YouTube comment. Might have been a YouTube comment, but someone was saying, like, Derek, I think it might be time, like, you may have to think about separating these two guys. And it's like, what are you talking about? Like, this is, okay, all right. Here's the thing. The only, like, so most of the time, the people who see this stuff, like, the only experience that they have of the compound is, like, through this right here, this camera. And by proxy, that also means me, the person who's holding the camera, and then the unique relationship that I happen to have in the moment, for whatever moment that is, with the cats, okay? Now, Raleigh is very specifically, he acts like this to me. Right now. Not all the time, and I promise you that, not all the time. Like last night, Heidi and me and Ra and Zoobs, we were inside that bottom part, inside. Everyone was rubbing up on the fence and being lovey-dovey, and Ra and Zoobs, and we were all kind of loving on each other and smooching and just having a really great time. It's just right, there's sometimes these moments happen, and it's not a big, it really isn't. It's not a big deal, okay? And this is very, like, few and far between. But you notice how, like, Ra is, like, directing his stuff at me. It's not at Zoobs. O'Reilly is directing it at me. It's not at Zoobs. And I'm primarily the only person that this happens to. There's a couple other guys that Ra gets a little bit weird with around here. But for the most part, yeah. So the relationship with the interns is fantastic. The relationship with Heidi is great. Mel, who's here, it's great. It's fantastic. Now, there's someone who said, they literally said, and I think it might be time you may have to separate them. And it's like, that's I'm sorry to tell you this, but you are completely 100% wrong. Absolutely, just like unmistakably wrong. What would be, that would be so irresponsible. That would be so selfish. So selfish. Because he's getting a little bit he's getting a little turdish. That he's getting just a little bit turdish with me. So then we separate the two brothers who are extremely emotionally connected with each other? They are way more emotionally connected with each other than they are with any of us, any people. Way more with each other, okay? They are brothers. They live together. They have lived together. They love each other so much. Don't get me wrong. They love us too. But that love does not extend nearly as far as the love that they have for each other. So to think that we would ever do something like that, that we would separate them, because sometimes the interactions that people can have with them can be a little bit just like, it's not even that really, it's not like that stuff, it's not even that crazy. It's just like, and Ra is actually being like, in the realm of lions, he's actually being fairly amicable. He's communicating. He's being very nice and communicative, and he's just like, hey, just keep your distance, all right? Just, okay. It's like, cool, fair enough. You keep your distance, I'll keep the peace. Okay, there's the operative word, peace. Peace. So, yeah, no, we're not going to separate them. Look, I'm sorry, but that's an insane, that's an insane thing to think. That's an insane, crazy suggestion. No. In no unmistakable terms, no, and then some. No, we are not separating them. We're not separating two brothers that love each other very much because we have some weird, no. Sorry, but you're nuts. All due respect. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I do. I do. But sometimes we just have to have our dumb ideas called out. I'm so upset. I just merely wanted to provide a solution and everything, and he started to say all these things in this video, and I don't know if I could watch you anymore, Derek. That was really mean. I've supported you for so many years. Sorry. I guess I won't speak my mind. I won't tell you how I'm feeling about things. No, I'm not getting close to you. You're mean. She's gotten mean. I'm not even joking. Like, she's crazy with people now. She is crazy, not nice. You know, when we were told that that's what happens with like hand-raised lemurs, we tried to introduce them. We tried to introduce her to the others, but they get emotional. They get emotional, and I think it's also they think that that we're not spending as much time as maybe we could or should, and maybe there's a feeling of betrayal and stuff like that. So then they get mean to people, and just weird, and just kind of what's the like crazy stalker ex-girlfriend kind of way, like, you know, wake up in the middle of the night and she's holding a knife and a camera, and it's like, what are you doing? I just wanted to come to visit. Like, why are you? I thought I changed the locks, and she's like, I learned how to pick them. You know? That's kind of like Momo. Oh. Anyway, I'll try to do better. I will try to do better for the next episode of the Walk Around the Compound podcast. I'll try to have a better time. Sometimes the schedule just can't. Sometimes it can't be helped. You know, you have you got the temperature, and then you got everyone is just sleepy, and we just got done with cleaning, which was a big operation, and you know, all the cats, their energy levels are low. That's how it goes sometimes. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. I will talk at you later. #DorbisWard. Don't forget the emoji cat messages thing down there. All right. See you in the comments, and see you Thursday. Bye-bye. Oh, and you fancy people, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Bye-bye. For real.